The race session is at AKV8 Gold Coast in Queensland, Australia. The wind speed is 5 km/h from the northeast. Death ray is first. FPV-F6 from Australia is P2. John Kirksome from Australia is P3 on softs. Driven from Australia is 4th on supers. Simdad from New Zealand is 5th. Sergenkos from Australia is 6th on supers. Jace NZ1 from New Zealand is 7th on supers. Base entering the pits is 14th. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Death ray is P1. Death ray lost first to FPV-F6. FPV-F6 is P2. Driven is 4th. Base exiting pits on supers. Andre from New Zealand is P8 on supers. Kraka from Australia is P9 on supers. FPV-F6 is P2. Buck from Australia is 13th. Kraka is 9th, 0.4 behind Andre. FPV-F6 is 2nd, 0.1 behind Death ray. John Kirksome is P3 on softs, 0.4 ahead of Driven. Jace NZ1 is P5, 0.4 behind Driven. Driven is 5th, 0.1 behind Jace NZ1. Andre is P7, 0.5 behind Sergenkos. Simdad on lap 3 is 9th, 0.1 behind Kraka. Kraka was 1.7 faster last lap. John Kirksome is P2. Andre is P5, 0.4 behind Sergenkos. Buck is 12th, 0.4 behind Titan. Jace NZ1 is third, 0.3 behind John Kirksum. Kraka from Australia is P7, 0.1 behind Driven. John Kirksum is second, 0.5 behind FPV F6. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Kudi entering the pits is P13. Death Ray from Australia is P8 on Supers, 0.5 behind Kraka. Kraka is P7, 0.4 ahead of Death Ray. Andre is P5 on Supers, 0.2 behind Sergenkos. Kraka on lap 5 is P7, 0.4 ahead of Death Ray. Andre is P5, 0.5 behind Sergenkos. Kraka is P7, 0.4 behind Driven. Death Ray on lap 6 is P7 battling Kraka. Kudi exiting pits on softs. John Kirksum exiting pits on softs. Death Ray passed Kraka for 6th. Kraka is 7th, 0.3 behind Death Ray. Andre is 4th, 0.3 behind Sergenkos. Andre passed Sergenkos for P3. Driven is P5, 0.2 behind Sergenkos. Death Ray is 6th, 0.2 behind Driven. Death Ray passed Driven for P5. Driven on lap 7 is P6, 0.2 behind Death Ray. Death Ray was 0.8 faster last lap. Death Ray is P7, 0.2 behind Driven. Death Ray was 0.8 faster last lap. Driven on lap 7 is 6th, 0.3 behind Kraka. Buck is P11, 0.5 behind Titan. Death Ray is 7th, 0.4 behind Driven. Death Ray passed Driven for P6. Driven is P7 on Supers, 0.3 behind Death Ray. Sergenkos is 4th, 0.9 behind Andre. Kraka is 5th, 0.5 behind Sergenkos. The leader has just finished the race. FPV F6 finished first. Jace and Z1 finished P2. Andre finished third. Sergenkos finished P4. Krakow finished 5th. Death Ray finished 6th. Driven finished 7th. John Kirksome finished 8th. Simdad finished P9. Base from Australia finished 12th. Buck finished P10. Lee Rogers from England finished 11th. Cootie from Australia finished 14th.